Hello YouTube and welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. Full disclosure, I accidentally moved this builder when I was explaining something to chat. So we're going to go back and we're going to harvest those up and it'll be good. Yeah, we have a dedication time. So we are in the industrial era now. Not really going crazy on wonders. Oh, it's building. It's building. It's building. Why was I reading wonders? So let's see. So 17 turns to chemistry. Way longer to democracy. I need that culture. By the way, that 2 culture per turn that we gave up here is not insignificant. I stand by the choice because we wanted the aqueduct. But that 2 culture per turn, like when you're this far behind, there are a lot of space race strategies that involve just going heavy culture first so that you hit your breakpoints, like the Enlightenment, like feudalism, like democracy, like globalization. And we're sort of the opposite, and I have been in a lot of my science games. I can't wait to work a little bit harder on science games once we're out of TOTS and try to get those sub 200s in. So I actually think this is decent then. The trade route stuff does work. We do have a fair amount of trade routes going. The way that you can help decide here, I think, is look at how long your existing trade routes have to cash in, right? Have to finish. So we have between 9 and 15 turns for 5 trade routes. So I can get 5 era score out of this, but I think I can do even better with Heartbeat of Steam. So I think we'll go that route. Then we'll build that aqueduct. We'll get the housing we want. And again, I'm looking at chopping things. We'll probably chop after Magnus gets here. And again, it might make sense to chop this plantation too for housing as well. Would I build Ruhr in a city with 2 less mines but improves 3 theater squares, or in a city with 2 mines but only affects 2 more mines but only affects 1 theater square? I would probably want Ruhr to hit 3 theater squares if you're in that kind of a game. 4 culture versus 2 more mines for a Ruhr. Like, Ruhr's probably good enough. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's it's kind of close. That's very similar to the decision we had just not too long ago with this one. Is this science victory? Yes, indeed. Yep. Oh, chat? Do I say Chad? When I say chat, you guys hear Chad? I'm sorry. I didn't know that was a vocal regularization that I was participating in. I didn't mean to do that. This city needs some mass housing, so let's do that. Yes, I will re-up friendship with Pachacuti. Try to make some trades as well. Hey, what does that button do? That button makes this do this. Thank you.
Hey,
thank you so much.
What does this button do? Back quote?
No, it generally does make me smile. Thank you so much, and welcome back for 14-month mod. Good to have you here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Do I improve every trial? Most. Yeah. Is the plantation pantheon really good for early culture? If you have a lot of plantations, then yes. Yes. Speaking of needing culture, we can go ahead and get this now. And then these trade routes look pretty good. We're a ways away from democracy and needing all of our trade routes here with the Ruhr city, so we might as well take advantage of this. There's 3 more science on this. I'd also like to see what our culture options are. It's just one each, but I think that will kind of incentivize me to go here. We'll change this back to gold before I forget, but we'll go here. Can you play the Rise and Fall leaders in a normal or standard game? Yeah, I mean, I have pretty much playthroughs for all of those on my YouTube, if you want to check any of those out. And we're finishing out our Test of Time challenge, so we kind of have a set schedule the next few weeks. But after that, we'll be messing around, playing all kinds of different leaders. Really don't want this guy to die. I'll plant here. Oh. Never mind. Let's just run away. We'll continue to pillage his campus to be annoying. Nope. All right, so what are we working on? Production, strategics, a couple wonders. If we get a turn, if we get Petra on the same turn as Taj Mahal, do we get a prize? I think we might get a prize. Yeah, actually, I wonder how that'll work. Will we get extra era score for this Petra? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Let's start doing science. Any chance you want to do this, or how you feeling these days? Nope. You're feeling like just as much of a jerk as you did yesterday. That's fine. Really, really important to note as Maya. So once you're in this type of situation where your cities, because you're going to be pretty tight, your empire is going to be like this in most games as Maya. Not to say that you can't just have a sprawling game as Maya and do whatever the heck you want, but when you're going to play Maya, and I'll just call this traditionally, or to her design or whatever, but let's just call it traditionally. So traditionally, if you're going to play Maya, you're going to have that cluster of cities, right? You're going to have somewhere between 1 and 13 cities really packed together, and stuff like that. And what you're going to wind up running to in a lot of those situations is cities growing beyond their workable borders, as we have here. Neither of these two cities can work either of these two tiles. Really important to note that I can still chop this, as we did earlier, and get the chop benefit for it. But also, I believe I still get the housing. But let's test that, shall we? I think I still get the housing outside the borders. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. Let's find out. Currently, we have 14 housing available. But certainly you want to take advantage of your chops. Improve any luxuries. You definitely get to keep those. But so let's see. We're at 10 of 14 housing. 10 of 15. So there you go. So even though I never get to work this farm, because her farms are so stinking so stinking good, the fact that I can get 1.5 housing per builder charge out here is pretty neat. So definitely something you should be doing in your Maya games. We'll wait for Magnus before chopping this stuff. Actually, we could go and start removing improvements and things. All right, so Taj is worth 5 or 6 now, right? On its own.
Did you ever build a castle in the air? Here is one. Brought down to earth and fixed for the wonder of ages.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to say which chop applied. Oh, you can.
Petra is a brilliant display of man's artist.
Is it 5? I can't. I never remember. I always go too much. 4 each. 4 each. Shouldn't it be 5? It looks like we got this. This is an extra. Because this is a bygone era. Oh, they were both bygone eras. That's why Taj is worth less. Okay, that makes sense. There are 4 each. Normally Taj is 5, but we're an era behind on building it. Normally it does apply to itself. But you can always see where the chop is going, buddy. Because you can mouse over the tile and see who it belongs to. You can't control it. You can't switch tiles. But you can always see where it's going to go. Okay. Oh yeah, the controller part. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah, that is a bit of a bummer. Can we nuke Teddy? We technically can, assuming we have uranium. Whether we want to or not, I'm not sure. So now we're at 13 of 12 housing. How are you doing on housing? You have a lot of housing, so we can take our farms back. Give me that back. You have tons of housing, so give me that back. Now we're at 13 of 15. But again, I don't really want to keep growing. Like, there is no point for us to keep growing. So I think I'm going to do that. And we'll just tell it to not grow. And then I can take this back. Yes, Bostius. Oh my gosh. Off topic, but I'm excited to be introducing your GF to the masterpiece that is Spaceballs later tonight. Comb the desert. I'm jealous. That's awesome. That's a really fun movie. Is she a Star Wars fan? Like, is she gonna groove on it? You know. But yeah, that's an awesome first time. Technically, you get culture and science per citizens, but it's pretty insignificant. Yeah, it's what? It's a half science and 0.3 culture per citizen. And I'm going to grow to where, like, if we keep growing, we're going to ultimately hurt our amenities and penalize that the per citizen more than we get a benefit from it, I think. This is deity. We always play deity difficulty. It's my jam. I think I'm going to build an aerodrome here for era score. Could also do an encampment. That would make sense. But now that we have Taj, we should be able to secure goldens throughout the rest of the era. Or the rest of the game, pretty much. And we got freaking Petra. I still don't have this observatory. I would like to harvest. Let's get some builders going up there, yeah? And you just work on your industrial zone. Are we having amenity problems with Colosseum? Yeah, even with Colosseum, but all of that's war wariness, and I can't get out of this war unless I'm willing to pay all of my money. And as you can see, we're doing things with our money, so I don't think that's a good idea. So Colosseum would be doing a great job for us, and it still is, but it's not as noticeable being that we have such war wariness. All right, do I want to be working on great people? Do I want to be... Actually, I just want to be building builders for these two cities. That's awesome, Bose. I dig that. I dig that. These industrial zone, like this industrial zone is a bad idea, right? It never pays for itself, but we're going to do it because I want to see how powerful vertical integration can be. We're up to over 100 production in the cap already. And we've got a lot of room to grow as well, so should be able to get that going. Got those. Okay. All right. So we can pick up Darwin here. The end, we'll find out if that Pingala promotion is more useful than vertical integration. I hope so. But if Teddy has 25 military strength, why not just roll over him? Because it's a matter of resource allocation, right? I am trying to unlock my spaceport so I can start actually closing out the game. If I want to go beat him up, that's fine. but I have to commit to more muskets and like all of these military units, which will eat up my economy here. And I want to convert this economy to science in democracy if I can. And I'm a little light on strategics to be up fighting him there too. His 25 strength per turn doesn't make like it's representative of his unit strength, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna like clear his cities no problem, right? Like that would involve he's got ancient, medieval, and Ren walls, so we're gonna need bombards, we're gonna need all kinds of stuff, and I don't want to commit to that type of a thing. It's just too much. Yeah, Darwin appears great. Yep, this is a good question, Geek Trainer. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay. And I'm not going to build an army just to like threaten his military or threaten his cities. Like at that point, we'll just take him out, right? So if I want to make peace, we keep doing what we're doing. Fine. Hello, Spaceman. Nice, Batman. How you doing, dude? What's happening? You suck at saving. You've come to learn. You've come to the right place, my friend. Did we even get Commercial Hub Era score? We have not, no. How sad is that? I'm happy popping Darwin right there. The faster we get to chemistry, the better off we'll be.
My man.
And Spaceman, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, dude. Yeah, feel free to drop questions. We are a learning community, an educational community, so you are welcome here. And please don't be shy about asking questions. Newbie question: why does your ally denounce you when you invade a third-party civilization? Because generally, beating people up makes your neighbors sad. Although, can your ally denounce you? Even they can yell at you, but they can't actually denounce you. An actual denouncement is more than just getting yelled at, right? Yeah, okay, so getting yelled at is not the same as getting grounded, right? Like if you're a kid and your parents yell at you and they just yell at you, that's just yelling. But then if they then they then ground you, then that's like getting denounced, right? That's denouncement is go to your room. So they can't actually denounce you in your friendships like that. I have no idea why he refuses to let go of this war. I have no idea. Maybe it's in something in his agenda.
For a machine to run smooth.
I mean, I know that we attacked somebody on our home continent. Actually, we didn't. We attacked him, who's on our home continent, but she wasn't. I don't know. It's weird. It is a weird. I shot Teddy first twice. I mean, I did not. I did not. He declared on me. We only declared on Guitarja. Because we forward settled him and then he declared on me, right? Yeah, but he declared and then I raised New York as punishment. All right, sewers for democracy, I suppose. They don't like punishment? Everybody likes a little bit of punishment. Everybody likes at least a little bit. Noob-friendly Civ is Rome. That is my go-to recommendation for learning the game. Rome gives you like free monuments and roads and all kinds of like early quality of life stuff that you won't get elsewhere. Not to mention like a unique swordsman if you want to practice some early war stuff and things like that. I really think Rome is a great way to go. Sabotage production, yeah. Fix that. Spies are going to be annoying. It's only 44 production in this city. I still don't really want to get them in an industrial zone. I probably should, though. If we're going to test vertical integration, let's just test it. And this might be my next best city, too, as far as building space parts and things. Ah, yes. We need to re-up our friendships. What was I doing with him? I was doing culture with you. And then let's see if we can make some trades. Could have maybe shopped those around a little bit. Seems good. Nice. Very nice. Getting our gold via diplomacy here. I love that. You have that. You don't want this, did you? Oh, you did. Okay.
My man.
Doesn't want that. Okay. Tastefully named. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okie dokie. So, almost at chemistry. Probably wind up building these then, and maybe try to save enough money to... Well, I don't even have Reyna going here. Only problem with Rome is yeah, I understand your guys' points with Rome having advantages that aren't like a, you know, a core building. I understand that like building roads and monuments and stuff like that is part of your gameplay. But what Rome can do is give you a strong early game without you even realizing it and have you enjoy the game. And the best thing for new players in this game to do is enjoy their games. So that's why I always go with Rome. Not because they have a blueprint that's the best for teaching and learning the game, but because there's so much quality of life stuff that it's fun. Cyberfox, thanks for the follow. I try to take more cities from America. If he never makes peace with me and I get to the point where I can build a standing army to go and kill some of his stuff, then yeah, sure, we can do that. But it's not super high on my priority list. You've now 1, 2, 3. So I can go chops here. That's a nice chop. Try to get this Oxford. That'd be pretty sweet. Hey, you bring light in. We're going into space, my friend. Oh, you're welcome. Enjoy. I need to be able to power these factories soon. One way or another. I'm going to send you to Jakarta. I think... All right, aluminum next. I could solve a lot of power issues with just the tile improvements. It'll require a lot more builders. But I don't have oil yet. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to have oil. So is it worth taking 5, 9, 15 turns to see if we find oil? If we do, we can go over here and grab the oil power plants that will maximize, that give the best like area of effect bonus, and therefore will maximize vertical integration the best. That may be worth it, although getting started on the spaceport makes sense too. I think I need to go for the spaceport first. And we allow that the production efficiency side of it to be calculated later. The reason I want to go for spaceports right away is I want to A, get them down, and B, get the moon landing to try to make up for some of our really poor culture. Moon landing might be able to get us all the way to democracy. Just look at... It's begging for an industrial zone somehow in a better world. All right. So we're pretty much done with wonders. We are getting I guess 7 more turns of Oxford. I could try to get here and chop. Anybody else miss meritocracy right now? I do. I miss meritocracy a whole lot. What's your opinion? Would you rather have a 4 culture 6 yield 6 gold tile or a +7 theater square? Give me the 4 culture 6 gold tile that can probably be improved and add like food and production and stuff on it, right? I would almost never build districts next to Petiti. Unless we're like in the snow or something. Wow, 4-turn research lab. What's your production now? 130? Grab those. Major Band Geek, I love you, buddy. Thanks for being such a wonderful ambassador. Thank you to all of you all who do that. There are so many people here that are like, hey, I'm new here, and people like scoop that up and they're like, hey, welcome, and answer questions and do stuff like that while I'm trying to focus on other stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you to one and all who do stuff like that. Thank you. That is a streamer's dream, is to have that type of chat and community and everything like that. And I've never even had to be like preachy about it. You know, I've never even had to like say that that's what I wanted, and people just do it. And it's the coolest thing in the world. It is like the most validating natural occurrence, I think, that could possibly happen. So thank you one and all. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Let's steal some tech boosts. Steal some tech boosts. Well, welcome, Spaceman. We hope you're around. We hope you stick around.
Colonialism.
Oh, I didn't promote the spy, did I? I can cancel that mission. And we can just do it again. I had a question about flood tiles. Which is better, 2 or 3? I don't follow the question. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's better, 2 or 3 flood tiles? Like, are you talking about the yields on them? Are you talking about number of them within a city? Like, I'm a little confused by the question. Okay, yeah, we're gonna commit to research labs in all of our cities. We can drop, yeah, we dropped our builder policy for a little bit there. We slotted in aesthetics. These things make sense. The number of the tile. The number above the tile. Okay, I get what you're talking about now. Okay, what that is referring to. Are you talking about this here? What this means is when the world starts to flood via climate change and pollution and all that stuff, and as the sea levels start to rise, there are different phases of the sea levels rising, and the lower the number is, the faster that tile is going to get destroyed, if that makes sense, right? So the fact that this has a 3 on it means it will there will be a first, a second, and then finally on the 3rd flood level rise, you'll lose this tile. So if you want to count that tile on that tile for as long as possible, the higher numbers are actually better, because it'll flood later on. But I will say that unless you're Super Disaster 4 and you're really into industrial zones, I don't often deal with a lot of climate change in my games, but that could very much just be my play style. So hopefully that helps. Build on the 3 for your industrial zone if you're playing Apocalypse. Yes, yeah. If you want that tile for a long time, go with the 3 over the 2. Absolutely. I actually like Polygraph here. So this is our offensive spy. We can get more spies too, but one of the parts of getting to space is protecting our districts and spaceports from enemy spies. And because these other are a little bit underwhelming, I think I like to go with Polygraph. Although I don't need a lot of offensive spies. Maybe even surveillance is better. Actually, I'm going to go surveillance. Same logic. Both of these are defensive promotions. This is better if I want a bunch of offensive spies. Like if we are losing a space race and we needed to go disrupt rocketry everywhere. But same logic, but surveillance is the one we're going to go with. And we'll actually bring that guy home. Trusty, thanks for the follow. Or maybe we'll run a quick mission and then try to bring him home. I'm going to give this city a productive tile rather than chop that. And then we can switch policies. I was hoping that would be a little bit more than 3 turns done. I'm going to keep my policies the same then. Thalia, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for being here. I hope life is doing okay on your end. And it's so good to have you here. Thank you. And I'm so sorry that I ignore you every time that you tell me to make a save. It's not your fault. It's me being an idiot. I promise you. All right, we'll leave our policies alone then. I really would like to get this Oxford. This is a wonder I very rarely get to get. And we could build 2 theater squares next to it too to help make up for our poor culture. Saint Basileus. New Congress. We want to condemn religious units. I do have a lot of Diplo favor to commit to that. So who's winning? We either want to do either one of these would be fine. What are all these? No, we don't care about that. Maybe Scythia's units. Although she loves, I guess they both do. They both love religious units. I'm going to vote against my friend because she's less likely to be pissed at me. What are you taking the culture tree after the tier 3 government? Nothing. Nothing. Pretty much nothing. What was I talking about? Holy cow. I just had like the biggest brain fart in the world. Just not switching policies? Oh, this. Duh. So she's Hindu? Yeah. Okay. All right. One of those. A couple of those. I guess I'll go population growth. Not that I want my cities to keep growing. Top 3 favorite civs. I have this for you if you want to see what I think of most of the civs. That is specifically from a deity perspective. So that's a thing. Well, we won that, and then we won that. Are we like primed for a Diplo victory? Kind of weird. Captain Feeder with 29 months. Thank you so much, and welcome back to the shop. I have no idea, but I don't know. I don't know where it went. Hopefully we can find it again sometime. Thank you so much, Captain Feeder. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I like economy civs. I like civs that can get good districts or have unique tile improvements. So I really like Egypt, Japan, Persia, Russia, etc., etc. Things like that. Civs like that. This poor chump. He's going to keep repairing his stuff, and we're just going to keep killing it. All right, I'll take the time here to try to grab one more promotion on this dude. We want him at home eventually, but 84%, it's a tech boost. It's not the best tech boost in the world, but we can try for it. Broke a tile. Whoopsies. Me too, Major Band Geek. Me too. Finishing a bunch of stuff here. How are we ever going to do sub 200 again? We're just going to have to high roll starts. I mean, that was always sub 200, I suppose. All right, so moment of truth coming up where we decide, or we find out if we have aluminum or not. Oh, 9 of spades. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Does that mean you're fed up with it? I feel bad. I don't have much to work on until I hit my spaceport here. I could run projects. I could build a couple settlers to go and settle aluminum, should we need to. Or I can just get this bank. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's true. Spies we can get. That's a good thing for us to be building in that city. I love that he still has a unit. Oh no, 9 of spades. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, that's a frustrating one for sure. It's really, yeah. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a weird time. And Facebook is just so, ugh. So glad I quit Facebook. Not because you have to talk to your aunt there, but because of them as a company.
Clever men at Oxford know all
Cool.
there is to be known.
So Oxford, not the world's greatest wonder by any stretch of the imagination. 20% science in the city. We'll eventually have a +4 campus there. A couple free techs, probably going to miss on those too, but I just don't get to build it very often, and so it's pretty fun to have. We can also build some theater squares next to it too. So what do we get free tech-wise? What was that? I guess I shouldn't have clicked through them so fast. Aluminum! Second aluminum. Pog. Everybody pog for aluminum. Is there any more? I don't want to be greedy or anything, but is there any more? All right, so 2 sources of aluminum in our empire is actually pretty good. We're pretty darn happy about that. That's going to help us long-term with spaceports. We're going to need more storage. We only have 70 capacity right now, which means we're going to want another encampment plus some buildings. But we should be able to do that at some point reasonably soon. Get your research lab now. Aluminum is important for a space race because one of the final projects that you need to run to finish it out requires aluminum. So 6 turns on rocketry then. I was gonna harvest this marsh, but they can finally get their campus. I would like to give them some love and like buy the industrial zone buildings, but I don't know if I want to be able to. Yeah, I guess you know what? Since we're not going the Reyna route, and Reyna allows you to space gold by spaceports. I'm getting a little marble mouthed. And since we're not really going down that route, then maybe I do want to commit this gold to some production up here. Perhaps that's fine. Just giving them all the productive tiles. Yeah, turn 181 camp. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's not like I was doing other stuff with this city. They were being occupied by those heathen Americans. I still think it's appropriate to try to take advantage of our Great Zimbabwe for a few turns yet. Although we are getting close to rocketry. That's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. I think we got... Don't we have our democracy? Yeah, we've got our democracy boost. So that's good. 15 pop. We're getting close to that. Just go here for now. A couple envoys. That is a great sentence, Major Pancake. That's fantastic. Couple powered cities. So who do we get? Instantly builds a factory and workshop, I guess. So we could have thought about that for up here, but we'll just still do it now. It's fine. Gives them a factory, and now our factories work better. Yeah, I could have saved all that money. That's a big oopsie. That's a little bit of an oopsie. I'm not really going after more wonders, so that engineer doesn't really matter too much. Don't have a lot of games where I have any engineers at all. 5 of 8, huh? Let's take the 3 science. Finally have +4 campuses. Huzzah! Huzzah. Oh, you're so close. I didn't even see you, a little aluminum tile. Why are you just far away? Just, come on. Why gotta be so far? I could buy up every single tile and force the city to grow to that aluminum. I mean, that seems excessive. So I'll probably do it. But I'll switch into the policy first. Save some money. That's right. The original emote of this channel, the tile buy. The thing that I am famous for. Not famous. Settle it. I don't think... Do you think settling it's cheaper? So if it costs us... Okay, this is actually almost perfect, right? I wish we had the tile buy policy this turn. But if it costs us less than 1,000 to get it, then we're actually just better off buying it. Right? Because that city's never doing anything other than owning aluminum, and we have to settle it over here, which isn't a city that I'm sure that I can maintain. We are running out of coal. I only have 1 coal power plant. Oh well, I can't do much about it right now. Well, we've got to wait for more ways of getting power. A 7-turn Big Ben. Big Ben is so good. I guess here? Yeah, we're doing the vertical integration, Neuro. We have our 8 cities, and then we loyalty picked up Jambi here. So I have 9. It's not being built. I have to override a pretty decent tile here, but my Ruhr really shouldn't be lacking for productive tiles that they get to use. So I think I'm just going to commit to this. I don't want any more buildings that need to be powered. We don't have that ability. Let's get some spice. Yeah, I'll try to save my gold. It's not like I've been saving. It's not like I even thought that Big Ben was going to be in the realm of possibility. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have I wouldn't be spending money the way that I am. Speaking of which, the Big Ben play will allow us to afford our mass tile buying. So, how much production is my capital getting from vertical integration currently? 41 production from factories. So their own factory. Their own factory is worth 8, right? So 41 minus 8. So we have 33 production from vertical integration at the moment. And that's before those other cities have power plants and things like that. Sooner, dude, thank you so much for the 28 months. Hi to you. Happy Friday, my friend. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, she's a slow to get rolling Civ, I see. It seems. So. And not all of our cities even have factories yet. What up, Blurg? How you doing, dude? Welcome, welcome. Vertical integration is one of Magnus's final abilities. It allows the city that Magnus is in to receive the bonus from multiple, like factories and power plants and things like that, versus just one. Something like that. Don't spend money. Don't spend money. Improve that niter tile instead. I think I sent you to the wrong city. Okay. TGIF indeed. Thanks everybody for joining me on this lovely Friday. It's a hot one here in Denver. It is like a hot day. Let's see, what temperature is it out? It's 90 degrees. 90 degrees here today. That's a spicy one. Yeah, I need to put an aluminum mine up here too. I guess that's a better use of this builder charge. Good call, Amy. I need more builders like crazy, huh? But yeah, that's more appropriate. I'm too European to understand this. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's how all Americans feel when anyone talks in Celsius. Although it's really stupid that we don't use Celsius. Nice. 500 gold can turn into 1,000 gold with Big Ben. That's a nice little merchant to snag there. What else could we grab? I could grab a writer here for some culture. Yeah, Viamir. Thanks for keeping track. I'm going to save my faith. Maybe there's something later on that'll be spicy. Spicier. Production towards wonders, I'm not really doing, so I don't really need more here. Never going to be able to do things with Vilnius. Muscat. Muscat's reasonable. And Lisbon suzerain doesn't matter either. Cool. That works. Hey, Sim, thank you so much for the 6 months, dude. Welcome back with that Prime sub. I appreciate you. How you
6
doing?
months. Great.
Hello to you. Indeed. Thank you for the ongoing support. Thanks for the half year. Really appreciate it. Okay. Oh God, I'm over on this video. See, I'm getting too focused. Too focused, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching over on YouTube, I do appreciate it. And don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. I hope you guys are enjoying this. What are your thoughts on Maya? I'm always curious to see what everybody else thinks. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.